Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Saturday evening episode of Ted's Booze Cellar. That's right, for the first time in quite some time, we're doing two episodes in one day. Just because, like, when I was out earlier with my mates, where I recorded the Peroni draft video, I kind of just did that on a spur of the moment, but I had already decided to do a episode on something I brought from the new liquor store I've discovered a few days ago. I was prompted to sample this one and do it for a future episode of Ted's Booze Cellar by my good friend Philip, who many of you might have seen in a couple of episodes before. Like, he was in the Banks Barley Gold one, for example. And today we're going to be taking a look at a sparkling Session Mead by Afon Mêl. Afon Mêl being spelt A-F-O-N and then Mêl being spelt M-E-L. It's a part of Afon Mêl's Moon collection, and it says, "This is the first mead in our moon collection. The pagan head moon inspires this, which is the 7th moon of the year in the pagan calendar. Traditionally, this is the earliest time of harvest each year and links with the main honey flow in Britain. This is the main honey flow... This is a time of celebration and magic. We've decided to celebrate this with you by sharing Welsh stories and creatures linked with the night." Now, I've had mead before, and mead is basically alcohol that is based off of fermented honey. It's a real traditional old sort of Celtic-y, Saxony sort of treat. The Vikings were very well known for drinking a lot of it, and hence the reason why it's very well recorded that the Vikings had terrible dental health, because pretty much all of their alcohol, or most of it anyway, was mead that was based off of beer and wine, so they were drinking essentially fermented honey a lot at the time. I've had Linda's Farm before, which is a really good sort of traditional English mead. I'm not so sure about this one, because it's sparkling, and usually mead is generally flat, or at least the ones that I have had are. It's pretty standard sort of strength. It's only 5%, so it's not going to like blow your socks off. And it's got a very nice sort of design bottle. It does make me think of like Welsh mythology and sort of mysterious creatures of the moors and staring into the night sky. So yeah, no, I've already got a good impression from the bottle. But as always, we'll just give it a sniff and whiff first. You know, it does smell a bit. It does smell sweet. But it doesn't really smell like super sweet or anything. It just kind of smells like smells a bit like a lager, really, to be honest, which is quite surprising. But I guess then that kind of sort of like is kind of a bit unsurprising considering that it is fizzy mead instead of a flat one. But you know, you can't always go down the old trodden road. You do have to spread yourself out and try different things sometimes. So yeah, give the smell a 5.5 out of 10. It's not bad, but it doesn't leave much of an impression. So let's see what it actually tastes like. And as always, bottoms up. Oh, wow. It's funny because I don't know, it's a weird one because when you drink it, the fizz comes in first and it's like, it's not too overpowering and you get a bit of a sweetness. Then there's this sort of like weird sort of taste in the middle, between the middle of the start of the taste and the, you know, aftertaste. It's hard to describe. Yeah, there's this like pleasant sort of fizzy, smooth sweetness at the beginning and end, and then in the middle there's this really sort of like pungent sort of like flash of like, it's not a super pungent, but it's like this very significant flash of like fermented fruit. Obviously, you know, mead is, some forms of mead are based off of fermented fruit, but with this it's really strong and it can take you by surprise. So like, do maybe gear yourself up a little bit for that. But funnily enough, it does go down quite easily. It's like a very sort of even though the taste and sort of like the way it goes down your gullet isn't perhaps for everyone, it is generally a very palatable mead. It does go down very easily, and it's not like one you have to like sip very carefully and like daintily. I'd say that was probably about the biggest kind of gulp I could do, but yeah, no, you could quite easily sort of like slog this down. And actually, I was going to say as well, when I did that big slog of the drink there, when I did that big swig just now, the fermented sort of like punch in the middle of the taste wasn't so significant actually. So maybe this is one you could just sort of like knock back with you know, a nice traditional British pudding, like, I don't know, sticky toffee pudding, or I don't know, apple crumble and custard or something like that. So yeah, no, it's a funny old one, and I don't know if I'd wholesale recommend it, not even necessarily to just mead drinkers, but it's unique enough that I would recommend people try it at least once. I think it's, even if you weren't then to try it ever again, I would try it at least once. I can't remember how much it was in the liquor store I bought it. I think it was somewhere in the region of I think probably about 250 to 270, I think, for this 330ml bottle. So yeah, if you can hunt it down anywhere and try it out, I do recommend it, even though I possibly don't recommend it as a buy for absolutely everyone. I do recommend trying it at least once. For the taste, see, it's still nice if you just sip it, but if you just sip it, it's probably like a 7.25, or no, 7.0. But if you do sort of slog it down, or like give it a good swig, then it does go up a little bit to probably like a 7.35. Yeah, 7.35. So sort of slogging it down does improve the taste, weirdly enough, slightly. So yeah, no, I would recommend it, but perhaps not for everyone. Definitely not for standard like beer drinkers, and with some mead drinkers I would probably say step with caution. But still, it's well worth trying anyway, and I am glad that I bought it. I might possibly go out of my way to get it again, but possibly not for definite. But yeah, no, I am glad I tried this. So yeah, give it a shot if you guys are interested, and as always, if you liked this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you want to check out any of my other online activities, check out my other social medias and YouTube channels in the video description below. If you have any future suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar, leave them in the comment section below and I'll see what I can do about that. Ugh. Pardon me. And yeah, as always, stay safe, have fun, drink responsibly, wash your hands, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye-bye for now.